You're about to take the 8th grade math quarter 4 interim. If for any reason you need to pause, rewind, or fast forward, you may do so at any time. Hippias, a Greek philosopher, is typically thought of as the first person to consider the existence of irrational numbers. According to some scholars, he used the Pythagorean theorem to find the length of the diagonal of a square and revealed that the length has to be irrational. What makes this much more interesting is that Pythagoras was his teacher and was horrified by this idea. How upset was he? Some say that he and his friends threw Hippias overboard on a ship to keep the existence of these numbers a secret, so that we can honor the wrongful murder of Hippias. Today, you will explore some of the fundamental ideas of irrational numbers and prove the importance of his contributions to mathematics. A. Classify each number as a perfect square, perfect cube, or neither, and write in the appropriate box numbers that are not perfect squares or perfect cubes should not be placed in the chart. 64, 8, 15, 16, 12, 4, 127. B. A student that was deeply invested in the work of Hippias started to make the conjectures about rational numbers. He said, if you have a non-integer rational number, then the square root of that number is irrational. For example, square root of 3.6 is irrational and square root of 1/2 is irrational. Provide an example of a non-integer rational number that shows the conjecture is fake. C. Label approximate locations for the following numbers on the number line by using the symbol next to each other. A smiley face for -5/3. An arrow pointing up for 4 square root of 2. Box for square root of 19. Asterisk for 2 pi. Triangle for negative square root of 25. D. An ant has a mass of approximately 4 times 10 to the negative third power grams of an elephant that has the mass of approximately 8 metric tons. How many ants does it take to have the same mass as an elephant? Note, 1 kilogram equals 1,000 grams. 1 metric ton equals 1,000 kilograms. E. Rank the following quantities in order from least to greatest. 1. 2/3. 2. Square root of 5/9. 3. Cubed root of 20/27. F. Find A if square root of A times square root of 14 equals 2 square root of 7. G. If cubed root square root of x equals 5, then x equals 2. Since Hippias first discovered irrational numbers and roots, we have been able to expand on his ideas and calculate roots to a much greater level of specificity. A. Given an integer value of a, how could find the root of a to the nearest 1,000? B. Given an integer value of b, how could you find the cubed root of b to the nearest 10th? C. Given an integer of c, how could you find the nth root of c to the nearest whole number?